thank you. Just want to say thank you for everybody who's here, and for Urban Lyrics for extending the hand out to the alumni and just inviting us up. That's wonderful. Thank you so much. I didn't memorize this poem because when you get to be too old, your memory don't work. So don't get old, y'all. That's my best. My brother told me the rule was simple. Just don't get shot. So I found myself running laps around the block, my feet hitting the street as if the concrete were hot on those summer days when we used to play cops and robbers. Elementary school, young and only slightly larger than a toddler, I already understood how a shootout would go. My gun, composed of an index, middle finger, and thumb, when shots fired, bang, bang, everybody would run. Blurring our comprehension between danger and innocent fun, we would take cover behind brick walls and trees, convinced ourselves that we could skip, crawl, and breeze past these make-believe bullets we could weave with such ease, shouting, stick 'em up or freeze. And I always tried to be on the side of the police, the dignified, unquestioned, perpetually justified bringers of peace, allowed to apply the judgment of God that is denied to even a priest, able to define what makes a good guy, and then decide how to divide them away from the beast. Such honor, such power, such glory, they were so strong. Our child's play taught us that cops could never do wrong, and blindly, we accepted this notion without any hesitation, as if the badge were an affirmation of divinity, an indication of validity for those that are preferred. How foolish, how absolutely foolish we were. The air smells thick of gunpowder, the unmistakable sixth scent of corrupt power mixed with the aroma of flowers and the sour taste of tears, because the ones that we empowered are the ones that we now fear, and I am here, inside of another funeral home, wondering if it could all have been avoided had we only known that you are not the heroes you made yourselves out to be. I step out and see the flashing lights in the air, casting bright glares of red and blue flares in the distance, and in an instant, I am reminded that I too can get caught in the crosshairs. And I am so scared, terrified, forced to watch you terrorize the very lives of those who need you most, yet you proceed to boast that you are here to serve and protect, but only those who deserve your respect, and clearly, you believe we're undeserving. In the mirror, I'm observing the image I reflect, trying hard to dissect what it is that makes me a suspect for nearly every single crime, unable to reject the parts of me that you connect to the vague profile given nearly every single time. There is no way for me to look more innocent, no matter how hard I try. But we still bear the scars of self-inflicted pain, countless slain by their own brothers like Abel and Cain, unable to explain why the blood that stains our hands is that of our own veins. But you vowed that somehow the violence would be contained, and yet it still remains, but on a very different level. You replace the burning flames with burning hot metals. From the barrels of police-issued pistols, the smoke will not settle, and I can't breathe. He is already handcuffed and on his knees, yet you continue to beat him mercilessly, and she is a grandmother of 3, being tased before her grandbaby's eyes. You don't cease despite their cries, and she, a little girl who didn't need to get pulverized by a man who was 3 times her weight and 5 times her size. And why did you feel the need to put 2 bullets in his back when he chose to run because society taught him that it was a crime to be black? Can you answer that question? You are not here for our protection. Standing behind two-way mirrors, too afraid to see your own reflection, but take a good, hard look. Another cop turned crook. Another walking contradiction. Another coward who didn't stand by their own fucking convictions and yet became another contributor to our burdens and afflictions. Is there a prescription that can remedy this disease? Officer, please, tell me, when did the rules change? When did we become your target practice and these streets your firing range? Every corner serves as a reminder that this is no longer a game and that my life has become something you can effortlessly claim. I am not safe here. I've seen bodies of children get traced here, outlines of chalk that are erased here by rain, but the pain is something we never forgot. Just don't get shot. Well, it's easier said than done. It seems like you motherfuckers will kill just for fun. Whether we fight, comply, or try to run, you pull out your gun and bang, bang. One more RIP spray painted for another victim of your hatred. What have we done to you? Are you proud of what you've become? When your fingers are on the trigger, do your hands ever go numb? Do you ever succumb to feelings of regret for any of your choices? Wishing you could forget the sounds of their voices? Are you haunted by their faces? Taunted by the places where you abandoned your humanity? Where you gave up the remaining traces of your sanity for that badge that's on your breast? Does it feel like a weight on your chest? Can you breathe? Can someone go and find the ones who would extend helping hands without brandishing guns, who recognize that our lives have value too? We are looking for you. And I want it to be just like you. I want it to be dignified and catch the bad guys, be a hero and save the day just like you. But you lost your way. You gave away your responsibility for invincibility, forfeited your humility for the ability to do as you please. I'm begging you, please, don't let this be the way we die. Don't let this be the reason we cry. Don't participate in this goddamn genocide. I put my hands up high to show you that you don't have to fear me. I put my hands up toward the sky and pray that God hears me and that you hear him. And remember that man's law is never absolute. That you're reminded that the promise of power is an empty pursuit. And whatever you decide to do amidst this dispute, please, just don't shoot.